Hey everybody, it's Joseph Shepard, and welcome to a special edition of Exposed, because we are exposing somebody who has a very infamous quote that I learned within the past week or so. The couple that breeds together stays together. It's Perla, not just Perla. We're gonna go old school. Perla Coddington.
Oh, bringing out the last name.
Did you get
digging in the arc? I did, yeah.
You're like, I'm done.
Yeah, you know, I obviously it was fashion was the reference, Grace Coddington. Then she decided to decorate her house quite problematically. And I was like, you know what? Myrtle Snow, I think I'm done with you. Yeah. And then we chopped her. And then I was like, I'm a one woman name, whatever. I'm a one named woman.
I'm so excited. We are currently here in Cruise and Tangos. I am in Toronto.
Don't pronounce the second T. I'm going to teach you the Canadian way to say it. Toronto. Yeah.
Toronto.
Yeah, he's going to Toronto.
Toronto.
Yeah, very Canadian.
So we are here in Toronto.
Period.
And Perla is my fairy drag mother for the week.
It's true.
She's teaching me the ins and outs. I've had some other girls, Aurora, then Goth tomorrow, and we are just doing it all. And this is my drag journey part 2.
It is. It's chaos.
It is chaos.
Welcome to drag. Isn't it the worst? I mean, I love drag.
So I want to get into your life, because you weren't always from Toronto.
No.
The drag, you know, a deer always.
No.
Start in Calgary?
I did, yeah, in 2017.
Okay.
I think. Yeah, so like 3-4 years in Calgary, then moved here in 2021.
When you were in Calgary, do you remember your first drag performance?
Yeah, I do.
What was
Yeah, it was at Dickens. And I did Paper or Plastic by Brooke Candy.
Wow.
And I was wearing I was still working in fashion at the time. And I think I was wearing a pair of Theory, semi-flared straight leg trousers that I still own, weirdly. This billowing Alexander Wang blouse that had these huge chiffon necktie to it, and this big red wide brim hat with big blonde hair just tousled into it.
Are you a synthetic girly or a real hair girly now?
Only human.
Only human.
Yeah, if I were to do a hair whip in a synthetic wig, it's either going to take my head with it when I do the whip, or it's just going to shoot off, or I'm going to get off the stage and I'm going to look like I got skull fucked by Satan.
That actually sounds like a good song name.
Skull fucked by Satan. I bet you it exists. That sounds like a System of a Down song or something.
Or a band name, an alternative band name.
And welcome to the stage, Skull fucked by Satan!
So you mentioned fashion.
Yeah.
Have you always been in that realm? Because all of your looks on Season 5 of Canada's Drag Race were all extremely well put together, really well thought out. I've also went through a deep dive of your Instagram, and even before there was Perla, boy Perla.
There was Paul.
It's fucking killing the camera. Glasses.
Yeah.
All of the dapper. Has that always been something that you've been intrigued by?
Yeah, so I started in theater. I did musical theater for years. And after leaving theater, I was like, what the fuck is next for me? And I had discovered the Alexander McQueen Horn of Plenty collection. And it opened my eyes. It was that dawning moment of I found my calling. And I remember watching that collection and just being so enamored by clothing becoming art. And I had never looked at clothing that way. I had always just heard from my grandma. She literally, the quote that I will never forget, she always said, you should get dressed every single day because you never know who's going to knock at your door. And that has literally been ingrained in my brain to the point where I will put a blazer on to sit on the sofa.
Yeah.
To this day. I wear my shoes all the time. I have indoor shoes. I have outdoor shoes. I will literally wear a trouser, a button up, and a blazer. And I'm sitting on the sofa playing video games. And I'm just...
I love... That's such a good quote.
Isn't it great?
Yeah.
And it just stuck in my head. Yeah. And then my great grandma, she's not with us, R.I.P. Alma. she always kept a pair of kitten heels by her door. So anytime someone walked in, she would slide off her slippers as they walked past her and put on her kitten heels. And then she always felt like she was dressed up. And those two moments have just like ingrained in my brain. So then when I moved into fashion, it just felt like the full circle moment. And then I started working in like American Apparel. I worked for Topshop, Nordstrom, Leo, which was a locally owned boutique in Calgary, and just started fashion blogging, which was fucking wild. I like partnered with Saks Fifth Avenue, did New York Fashion Week with lookbook.nu, and yeah, just like lived in this fashion bubble. And then drag somehow walked in, and it was like theater and fashion.
Yeah. A combo of what?
Let's do this.
Wait, so then how did drag get introduced? Like, was there like a pivotal moment that you're like, I kind of want to step my foot into it? What led you to want to do that?
Yeah, so I remember when Drag Race came out, I started watching season 1 because we had like a VH1 temporary subscription where it's like trial for the channel.
Yeah.
And I started watching season 1. I remember like being so obsessed with Angina the entire time. And then kept watching the show throughout the years. And then Sasha Velour on season 9 was like, oh, I could do this. Look at her. She's fucking amazing. I'm literally the biggest loser because I do have her tattooed on my arm. Oh, yeah. And then I met her after I had gotten it. And I showed it to her and we like cried at each other. And then she told me to do drag. And I was like, okay, well, I'm doing it.
Stop, you're serious?
Yeah.
That's
She's like, you should do drag and also move to New York. And I went, okay. Yeah. And then I think literally that Halloween was the first time I went in drag.
How did you figure out makeup and stuff? They're like, hey, like, what?
Oh, God. I didn't even block a brow. They just literally went, doo-doo. And like, I thought that everyone had to have the Trixie Mattel cheeks.
Uh-huh.
So I was like taking a card, but like connecting it to my mouth. It was so bad.
You're going to have to send me a picture so I can insert it.
Oh, God. I don't even know. I think I've like wiped them.
Getting into the drag of it all. So you moved to Toronto. You are doing drag. How did you get your first gig here? Because now you have shows at Cruise and Tangos.
Yeah, I'm at Cruise every Thursday for the late show. But I ended up getting a show at another bar just down the street. And it was my very first time doing marathon drag. I was like, this is going to fucking be wild.
Wait, I want you to explain marathon drag.
Yeah.
Because I don't think a lot of US people know. Because when I came here and I was seeing the show, I was like,
It's a lot.
Different.
It's a lot. Marathon drag is instead of doing one number per show and having like 6 or 7 queens, it'll be 2 to 3 queens and you do 30-minute sets. I feel like Toronto has such a distinct look to their drag queens because none of us can wear a gown for a 30-minute set. We need bodysuits. We need cat suits.
Yep.
We need easy mobility that you kind of just fall into a habit of. Now I have 38 variations of one outfit.
Season 5, had you applied before?
Yes.
How many
Yeah.
times?
I applied for 1, 2, 3, and 5.
Why not 4?
I feel like 4, I kind of had a point in my life where I was like, I don't know if this is ever going to happen, but I also don't think that I'm mentally there. And I'm not mentally like in a place where I feel like I could be without a support system and be in that kind of environment. And obviously I knew Aurora was auditioning at the time. I knew, I literally the moment she was like, I applied, I went, she's getting on. Like, it's Aurora Matrix. She has to be on this season. And then when she got the call, it was like, drop everything and like 100% focus on what she needed and helping her with whatever I could. And it was an amazing experience. It really brought Van, Aurora, and I really close together and kind of solidified us. So like, I think taking that break was so needed. And like that year was just like a lot of self-reflection, a lot of self-growth, a lot of really coming into like who I am and how I wanted to carry myself and express myself. That I was like, you know what, maybe it's worth going through the process again and seeing what happens. Because you never know, maybe it'll happen. And then it just kept going. And it was weird. And then they called and said, do you want to be on the season? And I said, can I get back to you in 24 hours? If you don't hear from me, no news is bad news. And they went, oh, you motherfucker, fuck you. You're done. And then we all started laughing, and then I said yes.
Where were you when you got the call?
I was at home.
Okay.
I was on my bed with my dog because they sent an email being like, hey, we want to chat. And I was like, oh, God, what did they find? Oh, God, I fucked up, didn't I? And I like closed the door. I brought my dog into the fucking call. I was like, my dog is here. And then they told me, and I was like, I'll get back to you. Like, obviously joking, but it was funny. Oh, shit. Daryl. Yeah. He's no longer with us. I don't even know where that line came from. I legitimately, like, it was bad.
Do you really think it was bad?
Oh, yeah.
So you think you deserved your lower place tip?
No, I think Uma was there.
Uh-huh.
Poor Uma. She's going to watch this and be like, that bitch.
God bless.
There was an internet question.
Yes.
We'll get to a lot of them in a little bit, but somebody did have a point. They said, how did you feel about Xana immediately saying she didn't like you in the beginning? And how did you move past that? Because it wasn't shown on TV.
Oh, yeah. Honestly, when I saw the episode and she said that, I laughed really hard and I texted her and I said, you bitch. And then she went, period. And no, it was great. We literally like kind of formed an alliance. Like she was in a rough spot and I threw her a beaver. And after that, we were kind of like, okay, bitch, I see you.
When it comes to inspiration behind the looks that you did, one, I want to know, did you make all these looks yourself or conceptualize them yourself? And two, do you ever get inspiration through like pop culture and music as well? Like, where's the inspiration?
Oh, good question. Every look I completely was behind. I don't like the idea of someone else creating the concept of what I want. Like, I love to collaborate with. I'm so weirdly picky about who I work with, and I'm so thankful that like my best friend is a costume designer, my partner is a costume designer. So like the two people that know me so well know how my brain functions, and they know how to reel me back or push me forward to be like, what if we tried this? I think your idea is good, but let's finesse. What if we did this, but like toned it down because you're doing a little much here. So it's nice to have people that really understand how my brain works in that sense.
Does that excite you, like coming up with these ideas? Because like, the light in your eyes when you're talking about it, I just see it.
Oh, I love it so much. I constantly have like folders in my phone, Pinterest boards where I just like, I see something that I really like and I have to like screenshot it and just have it. I like to just have those things there. So it's like my own personal Rolodex. And I always make sure that I have like the designer name, the collection, everything listed on there. So it's always like at my grasp to pull back to a reference and also like acknowledge the reference.
Okay, so I need to talk about another outfit that you wore.
Yes.
During the Lipsync-a-palooza, however you want to call it. What do you guys call it?
The Team Smackdown. That's what I refer to it as.
Yeah, okay.
Or trauma.
Trauma.
Sorry, production, if you're watching this, I did not just say that.
So you had a purple one.
Yes.
And your wig was what color?
Like gingery, like strawberry blonde.
For some odd reason, you came on the screen and I was like, it's Megan. I thought you...
So many people have said this, and I live for it.
I was like, this is Megan. And then you were like performing, and I was like, oh my gosh. Like, yes. That's all I thought about. And I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was the color. And then I was like, did Megan wear something like this? Or was it just the hair? But
she was just Henty Megan. Blumhouse, let's go. I'm ready.
Needs to happen. So for your Teen Smackdown trauma, as we're going to call it, you performed, what, 2 times or was it 3?
2. Yeah, because Bad Bitches Don't Cry, and then The Murder of Tiffany and Co.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, it was written in the books.
Sorry.
I love
Bad
it.
Bitches Don't Cry against the Angina. a lot of people in the YouTube comments were saying that they didn't feel that the rightful winner was chosen.
It's a very controversial lip sync.
Yeah.
Very controversial. I'm very happy to be on the positive receiving end of that. Yeah, it's weird because I didn't think there at the time. I was like, okay, I guess I lost. I know Sanjana can perform, period. And then on the new day in the workroom the next week, when Makayla was like, the back of her head did better. I was like, did I? Did I? I was like, good work, back of the head.
But then you had Hot by Avril Lavigne.
That one I like.
This, to me, I will tell you, I was at home. I watch all franchises of Drag Race. I am that boy. I do that. I love every single aspect of other international franchises, but for some reason, Canada always hits me in a different way. Like, I feel like I relate more to you guys. I feel like there's a little bit more like...
It's the Canadian in you.
Yeah.
Yeah. You hear A and you're like, A.
Seeing you perform that song, performing the ad-libs, performing the moments that necessarily... I think a lot of times when people do lip-sync songs, they're not actually thinking of the beat drops, the moments that are hitting, the ad-lib moments that are in the background that you may not necessarily hear. But you were captivating in your performances. Even when I saw you the other night, you find those moments.
Yeah.
Find those ad-libs. You find those hits. What is it about those moments that like you're drawn to?
I think to me, it shows that you know your song. Mm-hmm. I always say when you are wanting to learn a new song, learn the words first, the beat second. So listen to the vocal track. Which, is this the main vocal? Is this the back vocal? Where is the lead vocalist sitting within the entire song? Yes, there's moments where the chorus is still going, but there's a run on top of that. You should be doing the run. You shouldn't be doing the chorus while there's the main vocal track over top of that. You should know these little moments, and I like to find little things within songs that like show that. I think my darling Ponytail, my little Ariana Grande, who I love so much, if you note in a lot of her songs, less in Eternal Sunshine, but like Thank You Next, Dara, Sweetener, there's just like a lot of little like, yeah, and finding each and every one of those and making sure those are what you're hitting versus, oh, I'm doing No Tears Left to Cry, but this is the bridge, but she has a little noise here. I need to do that noise.
Well, Hot, in all honesty, I didn't even remember that song. Like, I loved that song then. And then once that came, I was like, oh my God, it was probably my most replayed song of last year or whatever it was. I was just on and on and on. I was like telling everybody, Perla, I know that I never IG story anything, and I IG storied your moment. I was like, this girl, put her on All Stars, put her on US. I need her.
RuPaul, I'm ready.
RuPaul?
Rupee.
Rupee.
Where the fuck did Rupee come from?
Rupee's Drag Race. You had that moment. You end up winning that lip sync against Tiffany. And then there's fan reaction.
Yeah.
Did you watch it back? Like that night that it came out? Like,
yeah, I watched it the night it came out.
Okay.
Yeah. And I was honestly like, it's weird because you watch it back and you instantly go back into the same mindset and you're like, what the fuck is happening? But I remember watching the Hot lip sync, and I just remember when the song started on the main stage, I'm like standing there, the judges are there, Tiffany's over there. And I remember just like looking at her and telling her I loved her and that like no matter what, both of us are going to fuck shit up and to have as much fun as we possibly could. And she was like, mm-hmm. And I was like, let's go, bitch. And it just like, you get this like weird, like I'm locked in. And all I could think in my head was, I know I'm not going home.
yeah.
And then that happened.
The rest
Couldn't even tell you what was going on while the lip sync was happening. You could have told me Tiff wasn't on the stage and I would have been like, oh, okay, I guess she wasn't. Like all I could think was just like stare forward and like blackout and just autopilot right through it. But like, I knew that song like the back of my hand. I was like, Avril, you got me, girl. Let's go. And it felt great.
You mentioned blacking out and kind of just being in that moment.
Yeah.
I think that that's a big thing too that I noticed about your lip syncs is that you fully, it looks like some other body takes over you. Like your body like goes out and you're like, you're in it.
Oh yeah.
So how do you do that in your head? Like how does that come up to you?
I don't even know. I think it just happens.
Yeah.
It's like, I've been told that the moment I start performing, you see this look in my eyes that's instantly just like, and it's like ready. And I've had people say that they've been to a show, and even if I'm looking over there, they feel like I'm making eye contact with them. I'm like, I legitimately don't know how I do that. I think it just happens.
Yeah.
It's my Capricorn charm.
So there's another moment that I want to talk to you about, and it was the girl group challenge.
Oh, yeah.
And there was a song that you guys performed that was Best Friends Forever, None.
Yeah. Best friends forever.
So out of the girls on your season, who are you best friends forever? Not. Who are you not best friends with anymore?
The weather was lovely today. I had a Red Bull.
But let me ask you, if you don't want to delve into it, let me ask you then, are there girls on your season that you do not talk to? Or you're not, they're not in the group chat with you?
They're in the group chat, just silent in it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, on that note, let's discuss Miss Makayla Couture.
I love her.
Makayla and Xana had an explosive argument. And it was pretty big. And it went on. And it was people leaving. And things were screaming. And you were sat ready, popcorn in hand.
Every single time I'm feeling good about myself, you try to bring me down. So you know what? I'm gonna save my fucking energy and fuck y'all.
It was the greatest moment of my life.
Yeah.
Greatest moment of my fucking life. Oh my fucking God, I was having the best time. There is nothing I love more than Makayla Couture. Like, there's just, it pissed me off so much that people were so like upset about her, like expressing her emotions and having emotions and like being vocal about her emotions. I think as someone who suppresses mine constantly, I think we need to stop doing that as a society and like let people feel what they're feeling. And that girl will feel what she's feeling and everyone knows it. And I love it. I want to relive those moments specifically. Like,
I know if it was like Christmas Carol, you'd be like, take me back to...
absolutely.
I want to relive that.
I want to sit on that sofa again with my cup of water and like there was a moment like 2 months after we filmed, I thought about it and I texted Makayla and I went, I just realized that I had red lipstick smudged all over my face while you were freaking out. And I think it makes that moment better. And she went, I can't wait to watch this.
You had talked with me a bit earlier about untucked moments that you wish would have been on camera that happened with you.
Yeah.
Do you want to delve into any of that?
Oh my God, me crying. Yeah. There was on episode 8 when I finally cried in the workroom.
Is this the statue episode?
Yeah.
Where you weren't a statue.
There was a bust.
I thought it was a statue.
There was a bust.
I didn't disagree with what you did, and T.S. Madison didn't disagree either.
Brooklyn was wrong.
Yeah.
Why do I keep like signing like there's going to be little words there?
I took it as to like the bottom part of your outfit was
the stand.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. And it was like built like that. I knew that everyone was either going to go like literal statue or something statue related. And I thought this would be such a cool moment to like bring in like a Brothers Grimm fairy tale. And I wanted to kind of like pay homage to my grandma and my great grandma in a weird way. They're from like a town called Hofgeismar in Germany. And I was like, I want to reference the Brothers Grimm, since they're German, this is a cool way to showcase where my great-grandma, my grandma came from. And I thought a bust form is so much cooler, especially doing it in this like Schiaparelli, Harris Reed, Chanel kind of style aesthetic, and like covering myself in gold, do gold instead of grayscale. That look was perfection. So like, fuck you, Helena. No, I love Helena. I love her so much. But yeah, that was a strange one. Back to where I was actually talking about in Untucked. It literally took me that long to cry in the workroom, in confessional. Oh, bitch. First day, tears. But at this point, I was so upset. And then I paused mid-cry and I looked at everyone and I said, did I fuck up my makeup? Is this still good? I'm going to check the mirror real quick. And then I saw that my face was still good and I went, period. And then sat back down and kept crying. It was great. And then I dented Minnie's boob. Yeah, because she hugged me and my elbow or my shoulder went into her like
Or
yeah, and it dented it. And she went, Gail, you fucking dented my boob. And I went, I'm so sorry. While still crying and burping Red Bull.
that was a great season. I was sad that you left when you left, because I do think that would have been
go home for a few days. I got to play video games and I got to vibe, and then I got to like go walk in the finale. I had a vacation mid-filming. I was happy.
Oxford Karma, great drag name.
Hello, Oxford Karma.
What was your favorite Canada's Drag Race look of all time? And who are some non-Rue or Brew girls that you draw inspiration from?
Period to the Brew girl. Favorite look of all time. TBD. TBD.
Ooh, okay.
The other part of the question was non-Rue girls or Brew girls.
That you get inspiration from.
Oh my God. There's literally so many fucking talented queens out there and performers out there. I think someone who deserves the biggest platform possible is Tenderoni. And I am obsessed with Tenderoni, like to a disgusting degree. At DragCon LA last year, I went with Aurora and Tenderoni was in the same elevator as us. And I wanted to like speak, but I was like legitimately starstruck.
Yeah.
I was like, I am obsessed with you. And I just like literally stood there out of drag, just like, and they were like, Aurora was like, how are you? And Tenderoni's like sort of talking to Aurora and I'm shitting myself. Oh, literally. I was like, oh my fucking God. Tenderoni is one that I love. There's a UK duo who I would literally like let them push me into traffic, Flesh and Bones.
Okay.
I'm obsessed with Flesh and Bones. I think they are both incredible. And I just like, I want the world for them. Mm-hmm. I absolutely want the world for them.
Next question is from Brad G2201.
It's Brad Goreski. This is his burner account. This is Brad's burner account. He's finally coming for me.
I actually think their name is Brandon, though.
Never mind.
Perla. Brandon wants to know what you do to your wigs. Hair care routine, synthetic or real? They're so iconic. Your hairography lives rent-free in my mind from that Avril Lipsync.
Period. That's so hot. Pun intended. I honestly treat my wigs better than I treat my actual hair. I wash my wigs. I probably do like, if the ones that I wear constantly, I wash every like 2-ish weeks.
Okay.
And
when you say wash, are you like putting them in the bathtub and like going,
oh God, no. I'm like, take it in the shower, put like,
Good for you?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Every like, it's like I'm already in there, might as well. People are like, that's so weird. And I'm like, I'm not putting it on my head. I'm literally just rubbing shampoo in it.
I would like it if you did put it.
Right? I'm like, oh. Legitimately, I probably spend more maintaining my wigs than I do on like my actual self.
Well, we're about to go on stage and you're going to teach me some who's haws and peepaws. Don't know what that is, but you're going to do it. And the Red Bull is really hitting me right now.
Oh yeah.
It's like fourth one today. I'm like, oh my God.
I'm so jealous. I am so jealous.
You're jealous?
Yeah.
So what's coming down the pipeline for you? What do you have going on? What can people expect?
What do I have going on? Kind of just vibing, going with the flow. I'm really excited to travel around a little bit. I'm headed to the UK at the end of August. Banff Pride is coming up with me, Aurora, and Van Gogh, which I'm super excited for. A little Powder Puff Girl, Mean Girls show. And yeah, I'm really excited to kind of ride the wave as much as I can.
You also have your Powder Puff Pod channel?
The Powder Room. We have the Powder Room podcast. We have episodes bi-weekly. I believe we are going to be going back to weekly at some point. We've been talking about it. We're also kind of looking for space where we can potentially like turn the set into something more versus a living room. But yeah, just like I'm really excited to just continue the road with Van and Aurora and the three of us together. It just feels so correct and so fun. And we're all so different, which I love. We really each sit in our own lanes, but also complement each other's lanes. And it's just a fucking adventure. And I'm glad that I get to do this adventure with like literally two of my best friends.
Yeah. And where can everybody find you on the social medias?
You can find me in the back alley. No, Steamwork. No, a Glory Hole. No, you can find me on Instagram at Call Her Perla. TikTok, just Call Her Perla. It's Twitter. It's never going to be X. Fuck that shit. You can find me on Twitter at Call Her Perla. I do have a letterbox, but I don't know my username.
On that note, we're going to go get ready and do this. And I'm Joseph Shepard. This has been Exposed. This is Perla.
And I'm not very exposed right now, but check out Gollum Girl.
Bye, guys.